Me when I see someone in the street wearing a Chelsea shirt. Me when I see a child wearing an Arsenal shirt. And this is me when I meet someone who smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. Hello folks, welcome back to the show. So today it's showdown time. Why not? It's about time we had a summer fragrance showdown, and I'm going to feature some, just for once, that are not all old school, and a few that I'm actually doing from samples that I've never featured on the channel before, so I hope that this will be fun for you. So I've got 4 fragrances that I'm going to face off against one another, and we'll decide which one I like most and would recommend to you guys out there to buy as a great, fresh smelling summer fragrance. Before we do that, we do have a rather amazing springtime offer going on, bundle deals. 2 fragrance bundles at nortonandwilson.com. Here it is. We currently have an amazing special spring offer to buy Bon Vivant and Gravitas Pour Homme from Norton & Wilson for just $180 USA dollars. That's available for you customers in the USA and Canada. If you are in the UK, we have a similarly wonderful offer. Bon Vivant, sadly, is out of stock there. We are trying to fix that, but we have a spring bundle where you can buy Gravitas Pour Homme and Gravitas Essentia for just £130. That's a £50 saving on what that would normally cost. If you're in the USA, the spring bundle of Bon Vivant and Gravitas Pour Homme is saving you a phenomenal $60. Don't miss out. Okay, so go and check that out. The link is in the description for nortonandwilson.com. Okay, first up then, we're going to take a really recent release, 2024 release, that's had quite a bit of talk and some very positive reviews. And this one, I'm doing these from samples, so the picture will appear here on the screen. And we have Pegasus, no, sorry, not Pegasus, Perseus from Parfums de Marly. I don't actually own any Parfums de Marly fragrances. I'm actually trying to stand up for the fact that it is possible to do a fragrance review from a sample. A lot of these reviewers do maybe promote slight over-consumption by having hundreds of bottles and owning everything they ever talk about in a full bottle on their channel, and some of those bottles don't get used. So Perseus, Parfums de Marly 2024, review as much as you can review something from a small sample. But I got to be honest, I do think you really can. It's just a smell after all. And I've got some on a strip here. I have worn this once. It's very pleasant. I like Perseus. It's basically a citrus aromatic fragrance. The perfumer is Natalie Temple. It's expensive. The 75ml bottle in the UK, £200 or $260 if you're in the USA. There's also a larger bottle of 125ml. The note listing for this one: grapefruit, bergamot, blackcurrant, green mandarin, vetiver, geranium, dry wood, cashmere wood, and ambergris. Now, some people are mentioning that this one reminds them of Terre d'Hermès on the reviews on Fragrantica. And I can see where they're coming from. It's a beautifully sharp and grapefruity orangey opening, and then you definitely get that vetiver thing. It does remind me rather of Terre d'Hermès Eau Givrée, the flanker to Terre d'Hermès. It's terribly pleasant. I find it a little bit too sharp for my nose. So for me, it's a pass considering the very high price. To my nose, I do get quite a bit of similarity to Terre d'Hermès Eau Givrée, which again I liked, but I didn't love, okay? I preferred Terre d'Hermès Eau Fraiche, in fact, which they discontinued. It's very pleasant. It's refined, it's elegant, it's very, very sharp and green and fresh and a little bit piercing on the nose, and you may really enjoy that. It has a certain wow factor, therefore, at the beginning, but I think to me, it just doesn't excite me massively. It's good, but it's not amazing, and for that kind of price, it's a reasonably high niche price, therefore really nothing outstanding to me, and I can't help but think they might have, I don't know if it was deliberate, but it does smell a bit like other things I've smelled. So probably a pass on that one for me. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Don't forget, folks, you can join my Patreon if you want to see exclusive weekly podcasts, or, well, listen to them, but there's a kind of video clip thing too. Anyway, there's just a picture. If you want, the content, though, is amazing. So, weekly podcasts exclusive to Patreon, including a recent one with the Duchess of Essex, a very interesting new character, and we had a great chat there. So, you can go to Patreon, search Mr. Smelly, or there's a link down there, very low monthly fee. That's where my podcast can be got exclusively. There might be some that I put on YouTube too, but there will be a one weekly exclusive one on Patreon. I might put the odd one on YouTube. We'll see how we go with that. Also, you can become a channel member. find the button down there and click join. And again, you get a weekly full YouTube video. I did one recently about my dating app hell. I did my watch collection. And so you get exclusive weekly video content. And it's a great way to support me as an independent, impartial viewer with integrity. And so because I'm not selling my soul and flogging you down to go and buy this there and buy this there, I've got to make money somehow. But the main incentive for you is an extra weekly video. And you get a very nice badge next to your name when you comment. And you can comment in the live streams. And also, live streams are going to be happening. You can watch those live and they'll be up for maybe 24 hours, sometimes a bit longer after they happen on YouTube. But after that, the historic recordings of my past live streams, they're just going to be archived for members only. So another incentive. It's a great way to support the channel. Become a channel member today. The one that I've actually got a bottle of, we're going to put these all up against, is Virgin Island water. Not that they all smell massively similar, but there is one that smells very similar to that. And this one is called Malibu Party in the Bay. Party in the Bay, what a lovely idea. Malibu Party in the Bay, and it's by Simone Andreoli, okay, Verses of Life, they say there. And this one has been compared widely to Virgin Island Water by Creed. The notes, therefore, you have key notes, they say lime, coconut, sugar, and rum. And that's about right. Lime and coconut are the main things that you get. Let's hear what they say in their spiel. It's always fun to laugh at these things. Inspiration, hymn to summer and its colours. A party at the sunset in the Malibu Bay, sipping a long drink for letting yourself overwhelm to music. I'm not sure who wrote this. The fragrance recreate the smell of a wisely blended coconut daiquiri. The frozen opening of lime is an awakening of the senses that meet the sweetness of a refined coconut rum. Well, I think someone had a few coconut rums when they wrote that description, but never mind, we'll forgive them that. You'd think someone would check that, what's it called, proofreading? Anyway, the smell's actually really, really pleasant. It is remarkably similar to Virgin Island by Creed. People are saying it's sort of more of a beast mode version, which you might like if you're into performance. I get a little bit more of the coconut, and the lime is there, and it's very nice. But I think it just leans a little bit more towards the coconut, and so I'll compare that to what I think of Virgin Island water in a minute. Price-wise, I do think the price is quite good for niche because it's 100ml, $189, so under the 200, and 140 pounds around about that, or 140 something in the UK. So Malibu Party in the Bay is a good fragrance and very, very nice and likeable. So it is similar though, not the same exactly, but very, very similar to Creed's Virgin Island water. I'm hearing most people are saying it maybe performs a bit better. I haven't tested it enough to really know. It says good. Let's do the direct comparison. Let's do Virgin Island water last. One that I've never mentioned then, Bergamot 22 from Lilo. This was way back in 2006 they released this one. By the way, Malibu Party in the Bay was a 2018 release. Bergamot 22, Lilo, Daphne Bouguerie. That's illegal in some states. And the note listing, Bergamot, vetiver, grapefruit, orange blossom, petitgrain, musk, cedar, vanilla, amber, 50ml in the USA, around about $230, 100ml, 322. Seems you guys get a bit of a markup there in the States because I found 50ml online here in the UK for just £168. I say just, but a bit more reasonable. It's exquisite. It's really, really nice. It is a delightful beauty. I definitely get the petitgrain and a lot of bergamot. A delightful, citrusy, soapy fragrance. There are a lot of other things like it. Some people are saying it's the best quality version, but I don't know. It's not blowing my mind. It reminds you can get, what's the one? The bergamot one, Bergamot de Calabria by Acqua di Parma. Maybe this is a bit stronger. It is terribly nice. If you just want something fresh, citrusy and soapy, I don't know if the performance is amazing, but, something for your summer holiday type of thing, it is really lovely. It's maybe not an incredibly unique or mesmerising piece of perfumery because I just pick up on sort of really nice bergamot with a bit of petitgrain is what my primitive, humble nose picks up on. So good, but it's not driving me wild with desire. Which is probably a good thing because you don't want to see that. So let's move on. The last one that I'm going to put up against, the only one that I do own a bottle of, is Virgin Island water by Creed. Been wearing that today. Well, this is a beautiful fragrance. Again, it's really just lime and coconut are the two main things. They talk about rum in there. I'm not sure. I have to be honest. I'm sorry. This is the best of the lot for me, and hence I'm glad I own the bottle of this. The lime in here is a little bit more prominent. It's a little bit sharper and more citrus forward to me than Malibu Party in the Bay. That one had something that seemed like maybe a bit stronger, but maybe just blunts the sort of refinement and edges and the high definition of all the different notes in there. Just, maybe that's the price you pay. Maybe it's more synthetics to make it last longer. I don't know. A bit more of the coconut and maybe a vanillic kind of undertone in there, which would make it last longer. But I think the highest quality of all of these fragrances, or the one that's most to my taste, Virgin Island Water. I love Virgin Island Water by Creed, and I have a reasonably modern bottle. I forget the price, but I guess we all know our Creed prices and wherever you are in the world. I've got to give it to Virgin Island Water from Creed. I'm going to be using up the rest of my bottle ASAP. It's the best of the bunch. The other three are very nice, but I don't think I'm quite going to be buying any of them. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if so, or even if not, I will see you in the next video. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project it. Although life can stink, at least you and I could always smell good, right? Bye.